Okay, Conor Mantz, American record holder in the marathon. How's that sound?
Sounds great. It kind of doesn't feel real. Kira said it doesn't come in. You don't really feel it for like a month or so.
Yeah. But I mean, you've been talking about it since you were announced for the field a few months ago.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
I kind of said this in the press conference earlier, but it's like, you run 2:05:08 in Boston, and then your next marathon, everyone's going to expect you're going to go after the American record.
Yeah. So can you walk me through, like, I guess halfway you wanted to run 62 flat, and it was a little slower than that. So what happened there? Were how were you feeling at that point in the race?
Yeah, our first mile was way too quick. I mentioned this in the press conference as well. We went through like 4:30. I don't have my watch go off GPS. I just kind of use it to get like overall time, and then I'll split it and see what the splits are. And so that first mile, I was like, oh crap, I just blew my chance. Like, we went out in 4:30, and it was like, I need to recover from this if I wanna actually like go for it. So I got a little worried, but then there were some miles where my pace was slowed down quite a bit. I think my 12th mile was like 4:53, 4:54, something like that. Maybe that was our 11th mile or 10th mile. I'm not really sure. I'd have to go back and check my watch. But so we had a slow mile, and I started feeling pretty recovered. But I was like, oh, we're not going to go through in 62 minutes. I was like, it's probably going to be like 62:20, and I think it was like 62:15 or something like that.
Yeah.
But I knew, like, when I came through that, I kind of could tell early on sub 2:04 isn't going to happen. And I was okay with that. And I was like, okay, like, now I need to run about, if I came through 62:15, I need to run about 3-minute Ks. That's the 63:22. So I was getting a little too analytical. I'm trying not to do that as much.
Yeah.
But I was like, I can run 3-minute Ks the rest of the way. I feel good enough to do that. So I was like, I can get the record, but it was, okay, my goal to break 2:04, break 2:04 might be out the window, but I can still get the record.
Yeah. There was no point where you thought, like, you were worried about not getting the record, I guess?
There was a little moment between, it was like mile 19. So we got our bottles, and then Cam wore, I seem to be really bad at picking up bottles this go around. I seem to get gapped a little bit every time. Cam started moving, and there was 3 people with him. I can't remember. I think Alex Masai was up there. I can't remember who the other guy was. And then Bashir Abi comes up next to me, and he's like, hey, let's go get him.
Yeah.
And so Bashir goes, I catch up, and I'm a little bit back. And then they keep pressing, and I was like, oh, it might not be my day right now. So I kind of slowed down a little bit. But then, because Cam was pushing. Like, I think I still ran like low to mid 440s for that mile. So I was like, okay, like I'm not dying. And then I saw Alex Masai come back, and me and him started working together. And that was probably the hardest part of the hardest part of the race for me. And I was like, oh, the record might not happen. I was doing the math. I'm like, if I run 5 flat pace, I'll be very close. If I run 3-minute Ks, I'll be pretty close to 2:05 flat. So I was like, okay, like, just calm down. And then I was like still breaking still running close to 450. So I was like, okay, I'm fine, there was another part I started to struggle. I tried to catch. Me and Alex were talking quite a bit, and I was like, let's catch Cam. This is probably mile 22-ish. Maybe 23, and I was like, let's catch Cam. And he was like, all right, and I went and pushed, and then I just all of a sudden could tell I was struggling, and so I was like, all right, like Alex, you want to lead? And he's like, yeah. He's like, I'll lead for 1K. And I was like, great, like, I know we're only running into the wind for 1 more K, so perfect.
Yeah.
But he kind of led the rest of the way until about 800 to go when he dropped me.
So Khalid, when he congratulated you at the finish line, he kind of said a joke, like, what took you so long? And he was talking about, I guess, America in general, getting that record.
Right.
Like, why do you think it stood so long? What does it mean to finally, like, lower it?
I mean, it was an impressive record at the time. It was the world record, I'm pretty sure. I think we had the athletes to do it, but I mean, a lot of great athletes would stick to Boston and Chicago, or not Boston, Chicago, Boston and New York, and then the athletes I think that could have gotten it just didn't happen. I mean, I think Ryan Hall probably could have gotten the record. I think Meb could have probably gotten it. Meb didn't do very many like fast marathons, and I mean, Dathan might have been able to get it. Galen might have been able to get it. So I think athletes in the past like have probably been fit enough to do it. It's just not hasn't come together for various reasons. It's hard to get records in a marathon, because in the marathon you get 2 good chances a year, and if you're doing a Boston and New York, you get 0 chances those years. So yeah, I think that's the biggest part of it. I'm fortunate. I have an advantage over a lot of the guys I just named, because I've been able to compete with the super shoes, and with the introduction of the vapor flights, it changed the game quite a bit. So people don't blow up as much, and so I am very fortunate, and I do know that that's 100% the reality, and I wouldn't be surprised if other Americans pretty soon are running faster than what I did, at least faster than 2:05:38.
Yeah. And that's a big goal checked off. What are your goals in the marathon now, moving forward?
I mean, I said it before, Boston, one of my big goals is getting on the podium. At a major, you want to win. Like, the guys who consistently podium eventually win. And, I'm consistent. Now I can say I've consistently been 4th place. So, I want to win one of these majors and compete up there. Olympic medal, that's always on your mind. Any runner, has a dream of that. Unless they already have it, then they're dreaming of gold. Unless they already have that, then I don't know what they're dreaming of. But it's trying to win a major. I think that's the long goal. The short goal is, every major I run after this, I'm trying to hit the podium.
Yeah. You said on the stage that when one of the reasons you chose BYU and to run under Ed was because of the success you'd had, and because in the marathon you were even thinking about the marathon even as far back as then. Did you think you'd be as good as you are? Did you think you'd have a year like this where you're breaking American records in the half and the full?
Yeah, because I was naive. I think understanding how hard it is and how impressive those records are. I would tell my younger self good luck, but. No, I think it's that self-belief that a young naive kid has that really sparked the interest in it, and I think that's been very beneficial to me. And if there's no way I have a shot at winning a major, I don't want anyone to tell me it, because I can be young and naive as long as I want.
Yeah. I love that attitude. Well, congrats, Connor. It was really impressive to watch. And excited that you're doing cross country as well. Oh, I guess I need to get the update.
Yeah.
You said you've been talking to some of the other top guys about doing it. Who are the other top guys you've been messaging?
I mean, Graham said it pretty outright. It sounds like Grant's doing it. I mean, I don't know I haven't actually talked to him about it, but I've talked to Sam Gelman, he trains with him. Sam's looking at it. I know Casey's thinking about it. Abdinair said a bunch of his groups doing it. So I mean, when you have Abdinair, that's going to be Nico Young, Abdi, Parker Wolf, Ethan Strand will probably do it. So if I were to guess, I bet Woody will do it. So it's quite a few guys. I would be very surprised if Drew Hunter didn't do it. I'd be very surprised if Cooper Cheer didn't do it. I'd be fairly surprised if Cole Hawker doesn't do it. So I mean, I haven't talked to Cole about it. I talked to him a little bit today, but I haven't talked to him about it.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a hard team to make. It's kind of intimidating, because it was oh man, 4 years ago, I would if I were going into it, I'd be there's no chance I don't make that team. I was very confident in my cross country abilities, but December on a cold, muddy course, it's gonna be hard to train.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm realizing it's gonna be hard to train for cross country when it's snowy in Utah. So I don't know. I just want to make that team, and then I can focus on the World Championships and hopefully do well there. But
yeah. Is that something that you guys all just want to do independently, or is Nike saying hey, we're hosting the trials in Portland? Is Nike giving you guys any sort of kick in the butt to say, hey, you should do it?
They haven't with me, but I bet nobody wanted to say anything before this race. I don't know if Nike's pushing anybody else to.
Yeah.
Somebody made it sound like they were, but I don't know if that was just a rumor. But for me, it's just I love racing. I love cross country, and
yeah.
I mean, the thought of cross country sounds really hard right now, but it could be because I just ran a marathon
Yeah.
today.
Well, I'm looking forward to it, and congrats again on the record, Connor.